Hi, everybody. Wow, I know for those of you who keep track of my wardrobe, this is like the third day in a row I've been wearing the same thing. But lest you think that that's really gross, it's not. I'm just recording them all at once. I didn't plan on doing a third one, but my friend Susan wrote another poem which she sent me this morning and which I want to share with you. So I have her permission. It's by Susan Rashane, and I've quoted her before. This is her book, In the Loop of Earth and Sky, and I got mine on Amazon, so I'm sure you can order it there. This newest poem, though, is not in the book. It's one she just wrote, and I'm going to put it on the screen as I read it, and then we'll talk a little about it. It's called Keeping Company. Her giant leap startles me. Slender life lands in sparkling water, though I predict her sudden demise to my surprise as I wash 3 blue plates at pond's edge. The acrobat turns, and in a feat of daring swims toward me, her lithe body skimming shadowed water back to shore. I celebrate the grasshopper's grace, her spontaneous spirit as she suns herself on a sprig of feathery goldenrod waving in the brisk wind. Enfolded in the sanctuary of oak, pine, cattail, and wild aster, each of us home in the shimmering threads holding it all together. I inhale the splendid mystery of grasshopper and human keeping company with each other. So she sent that to me this morning, and I was able to ask her if it's all right for me to include it, and she said yes. That she had just, she said, I learned that for the most part grasshoppers don't swim. This information made the experience all the more sacred. Yeah. I think it strikes me, this poem. Some words strike me more than others. The first thing I was drawn to came later in the poem, and that was where it said, each of us home in the shimmering threads holding it all together. I do feel as if we are in a web of gossamer threads of the Spirit holding us all together, both internally and externally. I hope so, anyway, as I look around at world events and events within my soul. I'm grateful for the idea of this, I don't know, it's almost like silk, spinning silk, just so precious and so fragile, yet at the same time immensely strong. The tensile strength of silk is amazing, isn't it? But then also looking at where she says of the grasshopper in the water, though I predict her sudden demise to my surprise as I wash 3 blue plates at pond's edge. The acrobat turns, and in a feat of daring swims toward me. I wonder how many times others or I have predicted my own demise, or the demise of a project, or the demise of a thought, or the demise of fill in the blanks. And much to our surprise, the Spirit leads us to a new incarnation, or morphs us into a new being, or helps us to evolve and grow into a deeper understanding of who we are and whose we are. And then towards the end where she writes, I inhale the splendid mystery of grasshopper and human. Of course, I'm old enough to go back to, David Carradine being grasshopper and studying with the Shaolin Temple, right? So when I hear of grasshoppers, I think of that, and it makes me smile as well. But keeping company with each other. I feel in many ways as if that's what we do with Prayerful Pause, with the pastor. We keep company with each other. But I want to thank Susan for sharing this with me. It's just been able to focus, I think, my thoughts, my spiritual journey for this morning. And I hope it has yours. Thanks for joining me for this Prayerful Pause with the Pastor, a time to think of something greater than ourselves. In this case, I'll let you determine what that is that comes out of a poem, for truly, poetry speaks to each one of us in a way that is unique, kind of like the Holy Spirit. She's probably the greatest poet of all, don't you think? I'm Pastor Deb Swift at South Presbyterian Church in Rochester, New York. I look forward to seeing you back here next time, and until then, God bless. Take care. Go read a good poem, and bye for now.